Okay, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all honor, all glory, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and great Muslim who rule well. And Shalom to you brothers that are laboring and pushing this word in truth and sincerity and with charity. I'm the brother Abraham from the camp here in GMS Chicago, coming back at you with another lesson. And this lesson, I came across this post on X. Okay, and it's a video of this he's a senator, I believe. Yeah, Senator John Kennedy speaking on Elon Musk and the DOG, which is the Department of Government Efficiency, exposing USAID. Okay, so he just goes on to expose everything that they've been doing and spending American taxpayer money on. So you, me, and everybody that's paying taxes in America, this is where all that money is going to. Okay, and it's pretty much going into the wine of the fornication of America being spread all over the world. That's what the money is being spent on. Okay, so there's a list of things here, and yeah, I'm sure there's much more than this that's being spent on, right? So the first thing that's listed is the American taxpayers are giving money to Afghanistan. He found that we are giving money to Yemen. He found that we are giving money to Syria. He found that the USAID has 10,000 people employees, and every year they give away 40 billion. He found that the USAID gave money to support electrical vehicles in Vietnam, our money, taxpayer money. He found that the USAID gave money to a transgender clinic in India. I didn't know that. I bet the American people didn't know that. He found that the USAID gave 1.5 million to a Serbian LGBTQ group. They got 1.5 million to, quote, advance diversity, equity, inclusion in Serbia's workplaces and businesses communities. Right, so one thing America likes to do is to spread that wine of her fornication, which it goes into many things. But one of the main things that they push is that alphabet community on the whole world. And you had a few years ago, which the U.S. government was like sending money to one of these African countries, and one, I forgot which country it was, but that country wasn't having none of it, and the American government threatened to stop sending money if they don't go along with that program. Alright, so this is what America does, and this is what it spends its money on instead of its own people. Right? He that shall be evil to himself, to whom may he do good, as it says in the book of Sirach. Alright, it says they found that the USAID spent 164 million to support radical organizations around the world, whatever that means. They give 122 million of that to groups aligned with foreign terrorist organizations. According to this report, Mr. Musk, the USAID has given millions of dollars to, quote, organizations in Gaza controlled by Hamas. He found that we give 2 million USAID did for sex changes in Guatemala. Right? Again, part of that spiritual wine of her fornication. He found that we give 20 million to produce a new Sesame Street show in Iraq. More Americanization to spread all over the world, right? That's pretty much what the wine of her fornication is. Americanization all over the world, which we'll go ahead and bring that word out, Americanization. It says he found that we give 4.5 million of taxpayer money to combat misinformation in Kazakhstan. He found that we give 10 million USAID did of meals to an Al Qaeda linked terrorist group called the Nusra Front. Mr. Musk found that we give 7.9 million of taxpayer money to a project that would teach Sri Lankan journalists to avoid binary gendered language, whatever that means. The USAID took 8 million bucks and gave it to a bunch of journalists in Sri Lanka to teach them how to avoid binary gendered language. The USAID gave 1.5 million to promote LGBTQ advocacy in Jamaica. They gave 1.5 million to rebuild the Cuban media ecosystem. They give 1.5 million for quote art for inclusion of people with disabilities in Belarus. Alright, and a couple more things, but that's pretty much what it is. So taxpayer money, American taxpayer money, your money, my money, that goes to the government, and then they spend it on things like this instead of, as Donald Trump said, make America great again, that America first again, and now he's talking about we're gonna take over Gaza, we're gonna rebuild Gaza, we're gonna own Gaza, we're gonna displace the Palestinian people there, alright, and then all the world's people are gonna live there. That's literally what he said. So what's that gonna do? Cost more money that they're gonna spend if they actually go through with it. And you got his tariffs that he's putting on all these countries, which that's gonna affect who? You Americans. Alright? You guys are suffering from those tariffs. Okay? So there you have it, man. So from there, let's go ahead and go to the scriptures. Revelations 17 and 1. And look at the heading. It says the doom of Babylon. It said, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And that great whore represents America today. Alright? And many waters represents the many peoples, nations, and tongues that are pretty much here, right? Because all the nations of the world are here in America, and no other nation comes close to the melting pot of people that are in this country. Okay, it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Alright, let's see. So when you drink wine, you're intoxicated, right? So what are you intoxicated by, right? In the scriptures in Isaiah, it says they are drunken but not with wine, they stagger but not with strong drink, right? It's the influence that America pushes is indoctrination and philosophy. Okay, Americanization has multiple meanings, including the influence of the United States on other countries, on other cultures, and the process of immigrants assimilating into American culture. The spread of American brands and products around the world. Right, you literally have a KFC across the street from the pyramids of Giza. Alright, all these American restaurants and brands, fast food restaurants all over the world. Right, it says the influence of American culture on other countries, the remaking of foreign films into American versions, the casting of American actors in foreign films. Right, you have all these biblical movies, all these Edomites, and man, that's just funny to me, man. Americanization as immigration. The process of immigrants adopting American values, beliefs, and customs. the process of immigrants learning the English language, the process of immigrants becoming part of American society. The concept of Americanization dates back to the late 18th century, yada yada yada. Right, it says the process of Americanization has been voluntary, but often under pressure from the dominant culture. Right, so America is the dominant culture. That's why everybody wants to be like America. You got all these black women dyeing their hair blonde with their blonde wigs, trying to be the white woman. You got these Chinese people, they don't even wear their own Chinese garments and clothing. Now they're wearing suits like Americans, right? This is all because everybody wanted to be like her. Everybody marveled after her and wondered after her. Right here it says the process of Americanization has been controversial, with some communities finding it oppressive, and it is, right? But this is the same thing that was going on during the time of the Greeks, right? You had what's called Hellenization, all right, where the Greeks obviously conquered the whole known world at the time under Alexander the Great, and they pushed their culture, right, and every everything of the Greekish fashion everywhere, in which the Israelites even started to be influenced by the Greekish fashions. All right. It says the global popularity of American brands like McDonald's and Disney, the adoption of foreign films into American versions. Right. Look at that. Americanization Day, many peoples, but one nation. And that's that pour that sitteth upon many waters. Because there's many people, but there's one nation here. Alright, it says, jump down to verse 4. It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. And that purple and scarlet color represents royalty because they're on top. Right? It says, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Right? So on the outside, all this looks pretty and nice. Right? But on the inside of this golden cup is full of abominations and filthiness of fornication. It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And that's exactly what it is. Babylon meaning confusion. You have all these religions and idolatry and peoples of all kinds here. Right? It says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Right? Because they took us down ultimately, destroyed us, killed us. Right, and here it goes on to explain to you what that many waters is. He said unto me, in verse 15, it says, and he said unto me, thou the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Right, let's go back to this people. Many peoples, but one nation. Melting pot of liberty-loving people from all corners of the earth. People of different origins, faith, cultures, all cemented together into one great nation by their passion for freedom. They have made America great and have made America the hope of the world. This is your America. This is the reputation it's had forever. Right? And why everybody on the outside of America wanted to come into America. The appearance of it, what you see in Hollywood and movies and TV. But when you get here, it's totally different. As it said in Revelations, full of abominations and filthiness of fornication. And this is what it does with your money. Americanization to spread her wine of her fornication. Alright, and all of these things are getting exposed. Alright? But, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to go into that topic as I came across this post. That's all I thought about. So, just wanted to share. I'm going to go ahead and the third Lord willing this video was edifying. As always, all honor, glory, and praises goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Until the next time, Shalom.